Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Legion Lads. I'm your host, JR. Today we got Nick and Jose. What's going on, guys?
No hat.
Hello.
Yeah, fresh new haircut. Looking good, my man.
Wife said I had to get a haircut or she would not be staying with me at a friend's wedding, so I had to get a haircut.
Mandatory,
Nick
man.
needs a haircut.
No, I'm growing it out.
He's doing the 80s style, you know what I mean? Kind of reminds me of the Goofy superstar in the Goofy movie.
Oh, Powerline?
Yeah, yeah. He's
Come
rocking
on, Nick.
it.
Tell me you know who Powerline is.
I don't know who that is.
You've
Oh,
never seen the Goofy movie.
I know of the Goofy movie, but I've never seen the
Powerline. He's
Goofy
like
movie.
Prince in
you
that
need to have
cartoon.
your kids watch the
Yeah,
Goofy
watch
movies.
Goofy
They're
movies
really
with
think
good.
kids.
I think they've probably seen it. I think it came out a little too late for me.
You're only 2 years older than me.
No, I'm.
3.
I think I'm more than that.
I just turned 38.
Yeah,
Oof.
I'm turning 43.
Oh
Oof.
my God. I felt like it was just the other day. We were congratulations on your 40.
Yeah.
Oh man, my bad. You old man.
I'm the young one here. I'll take it.
um, yeah, great movies, great movies. But that every time I see your hair, Nick, that's a compliment because Powerline's got a really good hair going for him, and I love that song he sings in that movie. Um, but today, guys, it's been kind of slow. We kind of missed a couple weeks just because there was a whole lot of news. But we're gonna go ahead and dive into Gen Con happened this weekend. So some news got dropped. Kind of bummed that AMG didn't do a mini extravaganza. I know it's gonna happen later on this year, which is probably
Oh,
the
so
lineup.
they did confirm it? They
They
did.
they did
I
say,
didn't see the podcast.
well, yeah, Gray Squadron Gaming did an interview with Will Schick, and they did say they're gonna do one. They didn't give a date. They did say it's gonna happen later on this year, and I assume it's gonna be around when the custom stuff and the starter set's gonna come out.
Did
That's
they
my
mention Gungans?
no, but
No, nor would they. They wouldn't
yeah,
mention anything yet.
I don't know, man. The spoiler is we saw Savage Press, and
Yeah.
there was no mention of him at all, and we just got shown that, and then the interview happened. So I'll dive into a little bit for those that don't know. At Gen Con, there was a fully built and painted Savage Press model for Legion, and Will Schick just said that the painter had painted it and finished it, and he was just like pretty much let's just put it out there, and like he actually wanted people to like spot it so you could talk about it, but apparently no one's like didn't even see it,
Because
and
it's
then
Savage. Who cares?
oh, get out of here, get out of here.
Yeah. Who
You
cares?
both are wrong.
Terrible,
You
terrible
both are
He's a
model.
wrong.
side character of a side
No,
character.
man, he's one of the best.
I think Chopper beat him, right? Is that the Chopper beat him
Oh
up? Is that
man,
what happened?
we can't go off the cartoons. The cartoons are trash. Besides the 2003 one, that one's the best one.
That's not canon.
I mean, let's do air quotes for that. um, but yeah, he got revealed. Wilkshick said that pretty much he's going to be in the box with Dooku, which that's another spoiler that there's going to be a Dooku box, kind of like with the Heroes of the 501st and then Heroes of the Rebellion. There's going to be characters you can use in each of those, and I think each of them come with 4 hero characters. And what's unique, and I don't know if you guys noticed, what said is that Savage Press is going to be in this box, Dooku's going to be in this box, Venture is going to be in this box, and another mystery character is going to be in this box.
Are
And
they did he say if he's gonna have if you're gonna be able to get Savage on its own? Because I don't want to buy a box for 30,
It
40
will.
bucks
It
for
won't
one
be.
model I don't
You won't.
have.
You won't. There won't be models on its own anymore. You are gonna
Oh.
have to pay for the box.
to be honest, though, that's like better for your buck, though.
It's
Not for
no,
me.
no. It's
Yeah,
the
it
same.
is.
It's kind of the same.
I already have Asajj. I already have Dooku. I don't like the new Dooku model. Like that
I
model's
do.
ugly.
I want to. I'm gonna have you paint a new Dooku
Like
for me.
I have Asajj and Dooku already. So realistically, I'm gonna pay full price for a model or
Well,
two
you
that I don't have.
It's kind of the same because the Rebel box, the Heroes of the Rebellion, is $75.
But I have all those losers already.
I'm just telling you to kind of prepare you for price. The Rebel box for Heroes is 75. Now it's 5 characters.
Ugh.
It's 5 heroes. Now if you look at old Legion, we would have paid $15 a piece for each of those, right? So that's about what you would have paid for those five
Well,
characters.
yeah,
So
but that's
But
not my gripe. Like my gripe is like if they would have did the Rebellion Heroes of the Rebellion and stuck like a different unreleased character in there because and that's the only way I can get it. So now I have to buy this box to get
no,
I don't know
no, I'm agreeing with
Rex.
you. I'm actually agreeing with you. I'm agreeing with you.
Okay, like I don't
I,
like that.
what JR said, you're kind of saving money. I don't think you're necessarily saving money.
You're getting better
you're
sculpts.
you're spending probably the same amount of money that
Mhm.
you would have spent if you wanted all of those characters.
Well, I guess you're right. And like I like about it, it's good for the new players, right? Because they
Yeah.
can just get
That's the
Oh yeah.
everything.
focus.
Hmm.
And on top of that, going off of your point, Jose, is you could sell off the other characters you don't need, right? Because
Could.
there's going to be somebody that just doesn't want the box like you and just wants one character. And like, hey, I could sell you this character. So you don't necessarily
Yeah.
need to buy the box. Like, wait till somebody
It's
buys the
still
box.
more work.
But
Sure.
we just have to get used to it. All their games are like that. Even MCP, right? It's all boxing up. It's not
Like
two characters anymore.
it's
It's
not
all boxed up.
it's not too bad because like the box that comes with Krennic and Veers, it's not as bad because you're getting Teague, you're getting Tarkin, and you're
Hmm.
getting
Tag, you mean tag?
yeah, Tag, Tarkin, and you're getting the blue guy. I keep his
Thrawn.
name's
Ron.
Thrawn. So you're paying for a box where you're getting three new models
Hmm.
versus
Yeah.
a box where you're only like one. And to be honest, it'll probably go out of print before I even get it because like I haven't. I'm not. It would depend on okay because they said there was a mystery character, so it would depend who the mystery character is because if it's two characters I don't really care about. I'm probably just gonna pass on and wait till like it gets out of print, and I'm gonna be whining and complaining I can't
Well,
find that box
to be
anywhere.
honest, all you gotta do is just hop on Discord or the Facebook page and be like, "Hey, anyone selling that mystery model?" And I'm sure there's somebody out there to be like, "Yeah, sure, I can sell
If
that to
it's a
you."
new model though, I don't think anybody will really be selling it.
Sure, and I think that's the consequences of being a veteran of the game is that a lot of this stuff you're not gonna need, and it's
Yeah.
not tailored to you.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah,
None of this new packaging is tailored for the veteran player, right? It's
right,
all for
right,
the new player. It just that's how it is.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which honestly, that's what we want, right?
Yeah.
Because makes it easier for new players to get in and be happy with the toys that they get. But do you guys have any like ideas what that mystery character is going to be?
New Gunray.
Newt Gunray. You really think so?
Yeah, of course.
Why would you think it's Newt Gunray?
He's the leader of the CIS.
I don't. Is he really the leader of the CIS?
I'm messing
I
with
know.
you.
I figured you're messing with me, but I was just like, there's some legitimate to that because in Phantom of the Menace, he's the guy for the
Yeah.
CIS.
Oh, even he's there in the end too. He's all the way
Sure. Yeah.
in
Yeah.
episode 3.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I honestly think Newt Gunray is going to come with Maul, which we'll get into speculation later. But Jose, what do you think?
Hold on. I'll be right back. 1 second.
Yeah,
Wife
no
is
worries. No,
having a issue.
you're fine. I honestly think Nick, it's going to be Jango Fett.
See, I've heard people say that, and I don't think so
Why do you think it's not?
because he's not. He won't be CIS.
Really?
He'll be mercenary. He'll be mercenary bounty hunter, just like all the rest. You really think he'd be a CIS affiliated model?
Yeah, I honestly think he will. I think if anybody's going to be affiliated when it comes to a Mandalorian for CIS, it'd be Jango Fett.
He was a hired gun. He was a
Sure,
hired gun that even died before even the war started.
sure. But my thing is that the same could also be said about Savage Opress. I think he's also going to be another mercenary that you could take in the CIS and be taking the Shadow Collective, right? That's just the easier way to do it, making a mercenary and then just say that you can use him in Shadow Collective. Because the box is just Dooku, one commander, and then you know three operatives, hoping that the Jango Fett's going to be the third operative, have all been units that have been under Dooku.
Mhm.
So I feel like the theme is the Dooku box and his minions. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess we'll see. Maybe it seems too obvious. Maybe that's why I don't think it will be hit
Sure,
that.
sure. And AMG's record, like everybody wants this model, they just like restart the clock. Nah.
Yeah.
Not yet, not yet.
Yep.
But honestly, that got me hyped. I'm super excited. I can't wait for Savage. I'm really hoping he's going to be to be able to be used in Shadow Collective. I think it's a no-brainer that he's going to be able to be used in CIS because I don't see them putting a Shadow Collective only model in a Dooku box.
Probably not. Yeah,
Yeah.
probably not. Because again, speaking from a new player, right? That new player buying that box isn't, they don't want them to buy a box that then they can't use everything that they're buying in that box, right? So that CIS player is going to want to be able to use all the models in that box. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think that would be very surprising if anything we buy now is not fully, it's all packaged and everything can be used in at least one army, right? You might be able to use them in other things too, but they will all be used in that one army.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. So that's was that, I'm a little bummed though because again, there wasn't no mini extravaganza at the end of July.
Yeah.
Which
Last
is
year was summer, right? We had it
yeah,
at end of July, beginning of August, right? If I
it
remember
was it was
correctly.
it was like a week or two after our VFest last year,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that's when the 2.6 dropped.
And that's how it's been previous years as well. It was always in the summer.
Hmm.
So now it got moved all the way to the end of the year.
Yeah, and I think it's just because of the launching, right, of everything that's coming out.
Is
I,
it? Is it?
well, we don't
So,
know.
well,
Go
here's
ahead.
what I mean. So you're saying that from a Legion perspective,
Hmm.
but see, there's two other games involved in Mini Extravaganza. So I don't like they moved it just because of Legion.
Okay, well, I know you play all three games.
Yeah.
Is there anything else coming out around the time the new starter set's coming out for Legion for the other two games?
I mean, they're also making new starters for MCP, but MCP didn't change their game. So
Mm.
it's just repackaging, but nothing like changed, right? There's
Sure.
nothing changed, but um I don't know if that really needed for Mini Extravaganza to move. Definitely not.
Well, maybe because if there's nothing new-ish, like a lot of new stuff coming out for the other two games, like to me, this whole push for Legion at the end of this year is kind of a restart for Legion, and a way to get all the new players. Why wouldn't you do a mini extravaganza around that time? You know what I mean?
I don't know. I don't know. It seems it's maybe they're just changing their schedule too. Maybe
Sure.
this was just part of the plan anyways. They were, you know, they just went to Gen Con. I'm sure it's a busy time for them right now. And then to run back, get back to the office and then set up and, do a mini extravaganza. They're probably trying to maybe space some things out. So maybe it was also just a better way to schedule their time and their events.
Sure.
Now they have Adepticon, they have Gen Con, they have mini extravaganza kind of all spaced out over the whole calendar year.
Yeah.
So I guess we could see if they continues where they just keep on that schedule.
Yeah, and that's obviously a logistics thing that we obviously don't know about because
Yeah.
that's their own thing.
Because there were some new MCP models there too that were surprises as well.
Ooh, what did they show?
They showed a Red Hulk, a
Okay.
new She-Hulk, and the Leader. So
Nope.
a bunch of Gamma models. I'm not too familiar with the Leader, but Red Hulk and
When you
She-Hulk.
when you say a new She-Hulk, do you think it's a new scope for
It is a new
She-Hulk?
sculpt. It was a new model. It was a new model.
But do you think it's going to be a new character as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So then I guess there is a reason to push back because do you have a release dates on those?
Nope. We knew nothing. No, they were surprises as well. We
Oh,
knew
like Savage
nothing.
Request.
It
Okay.
was just like the Savage. Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, I kind of like that. I dig that when they did that because we didn't expect anything and then we got it. It's like, okay, cool. That was awesome. Which leads me to a bunch of pre-orders have been up on the new Asmodee not the new Asmodee website, but the Asmodee website.
Yeah.
Uh,
That still features Pathfinders.
they got to sell out the rest of the product.
No, the picture for the Star Wars Legion shop page
Whew, okay, my bad,
Uh,
boys.
does it really?
has, yes, if you go to the AMG website, and I guess I'll
Yeah.
say this as of a week ago, I guess we could go right now. If you go to the AMG website and let's see, and you go to shop, and as soon as you go to shop, yep, there's a picture right before you click on Star Wars Legion, there's a picture of Jin and Pathfinders.
That's just the artwork. They don't want to waste artwork they paid for.
That's true too.
That's models. It's pictures of models.
Oh, I think you're talking about the artwork.
No, it's pictures of the models that don't exist.
They're gonna resell them to you like they're reselling us the DC-15 squad.
Yeah, but
You're
anyways,
gonna get
I derailed you, JR. Sorry.
you're
No,
gonna
you're
get
fine. You're
long
fine.
range Pathfinders.
Yeah. Jose, before you came back, we were just talking about um Dooku and the mystery character. Do you have an idea of who you think that mystery character?
Django, first off, my apologies. Uh, we've been messing with the dishwasher for a while, and we finally fixed it. But then, like the water line popped out, and so my wife was like, "Oh my God, oh my God!" So, and I'm over there like, I don't know how to. I'm not. I'm imitation Mexican. I don't. She didn't pick me up at Home Depot. I can't help. But no, it's Django. It has to be Django. Nobody else. I don't understand like anyone else that could fit that extra slot. Django's super wanted. At least for me and Roman, he's wanted. Um, he was on a Battle Geonosis. He's the quintessential person for the clones. I don't understand how we don't have him yet. If I was to be a betting man, it'd be Django,
Yeah, I think you're right. Nick
and it
disagrees
would
with
make up
us.
it would make up for CIS losing having a trash bounty hunter. We'd actually have probably a good bounty hunter.
Maybe. And in my experience, not every time they come out with the new Mandalorian, it doesn't do too hot right off the bat. Um,
Mando was good.
you know what? You might be right because we're gonna go over the tournament for Gen Con, and in the top eight, he
Oh, I
was
missed
there.
that.
Yeah, he was there.
With
Um,
3 sleeper cells, I'm assuming.
yeah. Well, I don't
So
know.
the
I don't
sleeper
know.
cells were there.
We'll get there. We'll get there. But before we jump into pre-orders, that Jose just reminded me. So the hero 501st Hero of the Rebellion, right? You're gonna get Echo and Fives in it. Do you think that they're gonna have their own unit card, kind of like Ahsoka Tano? Because what they made a statement that they wanted to be able to put your heroes into squads, but they never said they wanted to take heroes that are in squads already out of the squad and be its own unique card. And the reason why I'm bringing
Mm.
this up is because Darth Maul is not in the Dooku box, and he's coming out with the Sith probe droids, and it seems like the Shadow Collective Maul, Gar Saxon, and that box is good. I feel like it's gonna come with the root cast. It just seems like they would make their own unit card. What do you guys think? That's a good
I would,
speculation.
I guess that would be a huge shock only because if they were going to do that, they could have already done it with the print and play. They could have already given us that with it because they released the 2.6 print and play, right? They given
Yeah,
us everything technically.
sure.
That right. So I guess I would be shocked if that was surprised, but who knows? They just surprised us a few weeks ago with something, so maybe.
Yeah, yeah, and it just makes it just interesting because like if you buy arcs, you don't have Echo or
Mhm.
Fives if you're not a veteran player, and when you buy this box, you could just put them in there. And I guess you could put them in your core as well. But if literally if you buy the 501st box and nothing else, right? I know you need other stuff to play the game. You can't play Fives or Echo, right?
Yeah.
I'm about to price gouge some new players because I bought 3 arc boxes and I got 2 extra 5s and 2 extra echoes.
See, there you go. Someone's gonna want those models, and now you have them for sale.
$50.
But that's my speculation. I hope they do that. I think that'd be a great idea, to be able to play those units outside of the normal
That
squad thing.
that's why it won't be because it's a great idea.
Well, I'm only picking back off their great idea because they did that with the Sokotanu. Like, and they made that statement that they want to do that more. So it's their great idea. I just hope they can
Would
do it for the
you
other ones.
would you really want a hero centric sniper that's like probably gonna be a better Cassian in
Well,
a
think
better
think about it.
army?
The Clone Boys love it, just clone armies. Like no Jedi, just running nothing but clones. Like I see a lot of people wanting to do that, and I think that'd be a lot of fun in some unique way of fashion. And I could see them having 5 to 4 health, not a whole lot, right? And reprice, you know, a really good price for them to be able to take, but not be super powerful. But because like that's how I feel about Ahsoka Tano. She's a decent commander, but great in a squad, right? So we'll see. That's my speculation. But back to the pre-orders. This is everything that you can pre-order on the Asmodee website, which is going to be ARC Troopers, the AA5, General Grievous's wheel bike, B1 battle droids, all the customized options for the each faction, the commander and the operative, clone trooper marksman, all of the card packs upgrades. So you got the upgrades for each faction, the heroes of the rebellion. You got the battle card pack, which I don't think anyone's gonna buy because I don't think you need that card pack because you're gonna get it in the starter set, right?
Unless they sneak it in there, and it could be for people who print and play but want actual cardboard.
Well, and this is what this I almost bought it, and then Roman talked me out of it because it's $30 and the starter set's 99, and you get everything that's in the card pack in the starter set. So then that technically means you're paying $60 for, you know, everything else, everything
Yeah.
else in there.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is kind of, I mean, I know it's, 30 to 100, but or say I guess $70 difference, $70 difference, but it's a crazy value,
Yeah.
because then if you think about that, you're getting all of the rest of that stuff for $70 if you were gonna pay $30 for this.
And aside from me and Jose, if you're a veteran player that only plays one army, this is a good incentive to get a different starter set for a different army that you may be interested to play and just get this
Wait,
in it.
wait, Nick. He only owns one army, like one legit AMG army,
False.
right?
That's false.
3D
JR?
printed model
Yeah.
armies don't
Yeah, you
count.
only
False.
have one.
See, this is how I know you guys don't pay attention. I actually technically have 2 armies.
Do you have the the
Ewoks.
Wookiees or the Ewoks?
Oh, 3 armies.
He doesn't what?
I have Ewoks and Shadow Collective.
Oh, that's right, Shadow Collective. Yeah.
At CIS. So boom, Jose.
Oh, but you're not on my level with every army. Get out of here.
Also coming out is the 3D objective tokens.
Those are actually cool.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna get them though.
I did pre-order those. I did because I'm a sucker for fancy tokens. I'm a little bummed though that you don't get enough POIs for the whole game.
Really?
What?
How many do you get?
You only get 4.
Whoa.
85?
No, you need 6 if you're playing shifting.
You need 8. 8 because
yeah, 8 if you're really bunker. No, not bunker.
destroy the bunker.
Destroy the bunker, right?
Yeah, destroy the base.
Destroy the base. The secondary with primary, right?
Mhm.
But that's a rare if you need 8, right? But that'd be rare.
Sure.
But yeah, definitely more than 4 most of the time.
They should have did 6 at least.
At least 6, right?
Yeah.
At least 6.
Yeah.
Because some impacts it too.
That would at least cover your primary if you had 6. But yeah, you only get 4.
But I guess you're getting more. Oh, okay. So these 3D ones are going to be 3D printed POIs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes
like scenic POIs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They even look like they have like rounded bases, like they're like sandy or whatever you want to paint them.
Yeah. Also coming out are each faction's command card pack, and then the last one that's you'll be able to pre-order is the essential toolkit. So my question to you guys is, what do you guys plan to get out of these pre-orders? Like I know Nick, you talked about getting the new Rebel starter set. Are you going to use all the models? Like, are you going to put them into your corporation of the army, or are you going to sell them off?
So I only pre-ordered the Rebel starter because I can maybe get a Hondo. So once I found out that if I pre-order a starter set through our store, that I can get a Hondo early before, because right now best case scenario, Hondo comes out in January.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I pre-ordered it. I was not going to pre-order a starter. I was not going to buy one until that.
Do you know where you're at in the line?
I think I'm 5.
5. I wonder how many Ahsoka Tano's we got when Shatterpoint came out.
A lot.
Yeah, I think more than that, right?
I
feel
feel like
Also,
it
not
was.
a lot of people were playing Shatterpoint at that point either.
Yeah, I guess
I have
you're
a
right.
good feeling we'll get at least 5.
Well, yeah, you need to get at least 5. Um, you know what? I'm probably wrong, but it'd be funny is if you get Hondo and he can't be taken in Rebels.
No, we already know he can. We saw his
You can
card.
go in everywhere.
Saw his card.
Oh, he could go in each faction.
Yeah, we saw his card. We don't know his points. We saw his
Okay.
card. He can go
Okay.
everywhere.
Yeah, you're
Yep.
probably right.
Yep.
Okay, but you said you also pre-ordered the 3D printed stuff.
Yeah, I pre-ordered the star set. I pre-ordered the POI tokens, the 3D tokens, and I pre-ordered all of the cardboards. I pre-ordered the Rebel command pack, the Rebel unit pack,
Nick.
the generic upgrade pack, and the mercenary card pack. I refuse to keep this print and play garbage crap. I want cards, official. That's it. This is how bad I am with that. I know that I will probably never buy the Empire ones. So I'm debating selling my Empire army just because I know I'll never buy the cards, thus I'll never play it again. Because I'll never print and play the Empire stuff.
Really?
Yeah,
Jeez.
that's how
you are committed. Oh,
that's how much I hate it. But there's one thing I thought of. Here's one thing I could do. If somebody here, I'll throw it right now to all the locals, if somebody else is buying all the Empire cardboard, I'll take all of the Spanish cards.
You speak Spanish?
I speak probably enough Spanish I could know what the cards
He
do.
just wants official
I'm
cardboard.
gonna quiz you. If you get it in Spanish. Yeah, you probably will, because a lot of our local players are Empire players. So I'm sure Rob is gonna get all of that stuff.
Because every one of these card packs is going to come with 5 copies of every card because they're going to come with like all the different languages.
Well, the good thing is if you do dump your Empire is one of like the most played factions, so you won't stay in your shelf for long.
I mean, I don't want to, but I will never print and play those cards.
Okay, I have a question for you. Okay, you seem like you're a man that's committed to certain values. Okay,
certain stupid principles.
Yes, I agree with the stupid part, but they're each to their own. Here's my thing. Okay, I want to know if you will buy the custom commander and operative rebel box if there's a command card that you can use for the rebel that you can only get in that box.
Probably not, because I probably wouldn't want to play it.
Even if it was like a generic rebel command card that could be used for anybody.
But I probably wouldn't want to play that. I probably want to play my command cards that are more specific to my characters.
Maybe, but
yeah,
we don't. If that command card was really good, you know what I mean?
It would have to be like, Grogu gets to make a speed 3 move kind of command card. Like it would have to be something like that for me to buy it.
Come on, AMG, we need this.
It would be like Grogu becomes his own unit, detach him from Din. He now is speed 3 with force choke. Run him around the board. If that card's in there, sure.
Did you get the Mando box?
The mercenary card pack. Yep, I bought the mercenary card pack. Yep.
No, I mean, I guess the
models.
Yeah, the models of Boba Fett and.
No, I already got them. I own them.
But is that the only way? How do you get the hand thing?
The mercenary card pack.
Is for sure?
Oh yeah, everything's in there, right? Okay. Everything's in there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, everything's in there. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, because I was wondering about that because I assumed it was already in the box with the models, obviously.
Yeah, the card pack should have everything that's already out.
Got it.
Everything that's been reprinted, right?
I feel like that should be a Rebel box, though.
The
card pack.
The mercenary card pack or
No, the
the
Rebel, because like you could only use the hand thing in the Rebel Alliance.
well, I think just for price sake of packaging, they just put all the mercenaries together.
Sure,
It's one box. It's one box with the command cards, the unit cards, everything is just mercenaries, everything all together.
got
Because
it.
if you want one of it, you're gonna want all of it, right? So
Yeah, yeah, which makes sense. What about you, Jose? What are you getting out of all these pre-orders?
So I canceled my
Oh,
CIS box when I found out how late it was coming because I needed models before for LVO.
mhm.
And then I ended up buying B1s from Toby, and the price that he sold me them were 22 per squad, which is way cheaper than if I would have got the starter box. But I do, however, need to pre-order. I don't remember
Well,
if I pre-ordered
how
them or
many
not.
squads did you buy?
6.
So you spent $110, I think.
Yeah, and I was gonna only, and then the thing is with the box, I was gonna spend $110 for less B1s and a bunch of crap I didn't need. You
Uh,
get it?
no, I understand. I'm not disagreeing
Like
with you.
like I didn't the only like I and I was gonna take it at a loss because Rob was saying at the time he was gonna get a CIS box. I was like, cool. Well, if you get the CIS box, I just want the B1s. I'll get my B1s and I'll give you the everything else. And he was like on board with that. But then Toby gave me a better deal, so I was like, all right, cool. So the same amount of money I'm gonna pay for less B1s, I could just get more B1s.
I mean,
Um,
technically, you're getting 5 squads in the starter sets. I'm gonna do air quotes because you get there's 30 B1s. Now, some of them are heavy options, but if you divide that by six, that's you can make 5 squads theoretically.
Yeah, I paid 110 for 6, so still a discount. I forgot if I did it. I think I did, but I have the Requay, 2 of the Requay pirates, 2 of the tanks, um, and that's about it. I need to add the Grievous bike, and I need to add the 2 Build-A-Bear Jedis because I'm gonna use them as my Jedi Knights in the Arc Troopers.
Yeah.
And I want to see what those new cards look like. I'm interested. I'm to be honest, like I'm not a fan of the Build-A-Bear stuff, but I'm more interested in looking at like the stuff like in my hand to see how all that stuff's gonna play out. Because I have a weird feeling that like a lot of these cool effects that we have in the game that they just released, like Duggan, Clairvoyant, stuff like that. I feel like those Build-A-Bear units are gonna have some of those keywords like on their doctrines.
Sure.
So like picture like if you have like it's risky, but like sometimes you have commanders that don't ever leave the deployment zone. So here's a doctrine and this rebel commander gets dug in. You know, like this rebel unit gets dug in. Or I don't know, I just feel like there's gonna be some like even with the Build-A-Bear Jedis, like I don't see like how putting clairvoyance built on one of their doctrines on like the because they said there was like a sentinel,
Hmm.
which okay, so clairvoyance is just rerolling your defensive dice. I don't see that as game breaking if that was like a keyword on a doctrine. You know what I mean? So I'm interested to see how that stuff looks, but yeah, it's just gonna be the Weequay stuff, and then probably 2 of the Jedi Guardian. Build a Jedi for my ARC troopers when I want to do the Jedi Guardian. I could just use that model. It's
You're
AMG plastic.
not gonna get any of the customized super tax.
I thought about it, but the problem is what I'm playing right now and probably for the rest of the year, I don't need super tax. And
Sure.
I don't want to buy stuff I don't want to play and I know that's bad because like I don't know if you weren't in the chat, but like I'm playing MCP and I usually do Nick's leagues and I use the league as like this entire multi-month league. I play one affiliation. Like I just bought the Guardians and I'm probably not going to play them for about the next 2 leagues because I bought Phoenix. So next league I'm going to jump back into X-Men, play the whole league of just Phoenix. You know what I mean? So it's like I spent money on something I'm probably not going to use, for 2 months. So I'm trying to like limit myself to getting things that I'm actually going to be playing. So with CIS, it's I didn't need the B1s right away, or I needed the B1s right away. But the other thing too is I play Shadow Collective, and so the weekways are Shadow Collective.
Nah, yeah,
I
I guess you're right. Yeah,
I'm
Hondo I
hoping
can't play in Shadow Collective, which I think is stupid.
it's
I,
pretty accurate.
I'm hoping I like the weak ways because I'm probably if I like them, I'm gonna probably assuming I can play them in Rebels, I'll probably bring them with Rebels.
I think they're gonna be trash.
I don't care if they're trash. I just hope I like them.
You want them to be fun.
I want to be fun.
Okay, but what if they come out with the Battle Force with Hondo?
I'd be into that. I like Hondo. I like
So
Hondo. I like
what
Hondo as a
You're gonna
what
character.
buy a
would
bunch of weekways?
well you'd
I
have to also probably get Shadow Collective stuff. Assuming.
well, I mean, I already have a few things. I mean, because I already have Din and I got swoops and I got an A5. I mean, and I'm gonna buy that the new speeder tank too. That looked cool.
Yep.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying. If there's something around Hondo, I'll play Hondo. I've been playing him in Shatterpoint. I like Hondo as a character. So if the
You
weekways are
beat me
fun,
with them. I was like,
yeah,
dang,
I did.
dang. Yeah, I did.
With the guy that wasn't doing nothing, you said.
So if they're cool, yeah, if they're fun, I might jump in the weekways. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm planning to get all the you know, CIS stuff. Obviously, Grievous's bike. I do want to get the Weequays and yeah, all the cardboard stuff too. That's my plan on that agenda. Um, but yeah, super excited. All of this is supposed to come out September through what, October?
Yeah, like September through November, right?
Yeah,
No?
you're right. November. It's November.
Oh,
Um,
new stuff for the Christmas list.
oh man, I'm so excited. Like looking at all this new stuff, it just gets you so excited to play and everything. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. But moving on, boys. Unless any last words for pre-orders and spoiler stuff?
Nope, that's good.
Really, show me the Gungans and take my money.
You know that's probably gonna be next year, most likely,
I don't
right?
care. I want gun. Like if once the wheels get up there and they're like Gungans, I'm pushing all my Legion stuff into a corner, and I'm just playing Gungans for the whole year.
I've been
I
looking
don't even
on
care if they're trash.
I've been looking on Etsy for like sharks or fish mermaid stuff, so you can be my Gungans.
Oh God, Nick, you hear this?
um, but all right, boys. So we had Gen Con had a tournament. I figured we go over the top eight. Joshua, TK Clap or Clap something is his Discord tag. Ran the tournament. It's for 16 players. And what's interesting,
Well, there's
here,
two heats. There was two heats.
were there two heats?
Yeah, so Gen Con is always heats. Now, the funny thing about Gen Con is they never fill their heats because Gen Con is notorious for not being a very like highly, attended or competitive place to go for miniature gaming. Like I heard like Shatterpoint didn't fill out very well in their heats, like very small numbers. And so there were two heats for Gen Con and it was only 24 players in one heat and only 16 players in the other heat.
Okay,
And that
so
and that led to the 16 or
oh
four.
the one I'm looking at right now is Legion Gen Con finals. That's the final for both heats, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
I think there was 14 players, 14 players and 24 players led to the 16 players. Yeah.
got it. Interesting.
Yeah, Gen Con does heats. Similar to Adepticon.
Yeah. Well, we got the top eight, and to my surprise, Rebels is top three, or sorry, there's three Rebels in the top eight, and Rebels took it. So I remember you made a statement, Nick, that Rebel Sleepers didn't need the nerf because that's all you had. How do you feel now that they got nerfed and they did win the Gen Con, but now do you feel like there's a little bit flushed out, like people are knowing what they're doing, Rebels, or do you think it's just a small sample size?
No. So, not I don't I again, Just me. I don't take a lot of stock from Gen Con
Mm.
as far as an ultra competitive tournament. Not that it's not, but it it's you could use it's just not as highly attended as some of the bigger tournaments, right? We just talked about it. There was less than 40 players at Gen Con. Rebels, when you look at their win rate in Longshanks since the change, is dropping. I think it's already dropped like 4% since the change that came out just 2 months ago. So I think and again, that's not like they're terrible, but I think it's pretty clear that they lowered from the change that occurred, from the points change that occurred. Now, maybe they were doing too good before. Guess you could maybe say that, but it's definitely brought them down.
Okay. Yeah, I guess you're right, right? It's a small sample size for right now. But I looked at some of the lists. It's also note that Empire has one representation, so does GAR, Shadow Collective, and CIS. I'm sorry, Empire has two. Then one GAR, one CIS, and one Shadow Collective.
And I'll say this: there's actually only 2 rebels, not 3.
No, you gotta count.
There's
You
2
gotta
rebels.
count the Ewoks, my man.
No, there's 2 rebels, not 3.
How are you
The
gonna
Ewoks
disown
don't count.
a whole alien race and be like, "You're not part of the rebels, guys. Sorry."
Maybe that's good for them. I wonder if you took the Ewoks out. Maybe we could even do that. I probably could do that in Longshanks. I bet they do
I'm
better.
trying to figure out how you get these stats. I'm on Longshanks right now.
I do subscribe, so I think
I'm subscribed.
yeah. Yeah, if you go in the statistics, you should be able to go in and like pull up date ranges of tournaments and everything, and pull up the win rates.
Ugh, I don't want to do this too much.
Now, I will fully admit I'm pulling a fairly small sample size as well. We're only talking about 2 months of information, so by no means is that a rule, that's gonna how it's gonna play out, but it has gone down. So I knew you were gonna bring it up that Rebels won.
How many of those 3 had 3 sleeper cells?
One.
Well, the winner had 3 sleeper cells, if I remember correctly. Yeah, 3 sleeper cells, and no rebel heroes in the list.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
It was all.
Here, I'll read off his
pure spam.
I'll read off his list.
Like 30 activations.
He's running. This is Brian Bear, by the way. So if you guys seen him on Notorious Scoundrels,
Brian Bear's on Winter Moon.
Yep, Winter Moon as well. He's running 2 land speeders, both of them with the RPS rocket, both with the unstable astromech. Then one's got Wedge, the other one's got Hotshot Pilot, and then they both have the Ion, HQ Uplink, and Strike and Fade. Then you got 3 ATRTs with the Flamethrower and the Hax Comm unit, 3 Rebel Sleeper Cells naked, 4 Fleet Troopers with the Asteroid Droid and Impact Grenades, and then 2 Rebel Sleepers.
Three Rebel Sleepers.
Oh, I'm sorry, 2 Rebel Troopers.
Wedges field commander.
Yeah, field commander.
Yep.
Which, to be honest, I think that's just competitive. I think when you get to the high, like I know this isn't like super high competitive, but when you get to the super high competitive, it's just spamming stuff.
Yeah, right? No, this list is ultra competitive, right? Because this is spamming all the good stuff, right? For Rebels, it's high act. For that, it's a lot of dice.
How many acts?
14.
I hate the act bloat.
Ugh. So this is exactly what I would never play, right?
If you lose a bet to me, you will.
Oh yeah, I guess so.
You're losing that bet, Nick.
Well, actually, now remember, it has to be stuff I own. I don't own 3 sleepers. I own 1. I only own 1. I think I could run everything else, and I own everything else in this list. So yeah, I only own 1 sleeper though.
We'll all pull in to buy you 2 more sleeper boxes.
Borrow them from Mike. He has 2.
Now Ryan's list, that's more of a list that I like. Now
Sure.
he got fifth. He went 2-1. Yeah, and he had Cassian, K2, Din, you know, two veterans, two Mark IIs, two fleets, two rebels, and two spear tanks. So a little, a little more rebel-y with
Yeah.
some heroes. Still kind of, you know, a lot of acts, right? And just kind of filling it out. But he had some little mixture in there.
Yeah, that's what I noticed about each and every list is like it's unique and they're all like different. Like there's no obviously like someone spanning the same list over and over again. Like that's not the thing to do. Um, I Jose, did you like the Shadow Collective list? Are you just
So
yeah?
I've been out of the loop for the competitive Legion event that just happened.
Mm.
Life's been crazy, bro. What was it like? If
Yeah,
it's
I'll read it off to you.
is it Mandos? I love Mandos and Shadow
You
Collective
know
are
what's
like my
shocking
jam.
about this list? It doesn't have Shadow Maul and it has no Mandas. That's why
Yeah,
I
no
thought it was
What?
Mandos.
interesting. Yeah,
Pike
it li-
spam or Black
it
Sun spam? It's one of the two.
it's pikes. It's three pike capos. One would lead by example, improvise orders, vigilance. Bosk naked. Six pikes with the disruptor soldier and the capo, and then three swoop spikes with spotter uplink and the pike syndicate capo.
Oh, he just
Uh,
doesn't want to deal with
and strike and fade.
Aqua
Did I say
Droids.
that?
Yeah, Strike and Fade.
Yeah, strike and fade. But what's interesting, and I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I didn't thoroughly look through every list, but I think this is the only list using the new upgrades out of the top eight.
Oh, yeah, I did not
Yeah, I
No,
didn't.
because Brian,
look.
you said Brian Bear had Strike and Fade on his speeders.
Oh, you're right. You're right. That's
Yeah.
true. That's true. Uh, I'm really shocked, and I want to know how good the spotter uplink did, because that I feel like that was a good thing to put on the suit bikes. Because I feel like I would have done the same thing. Because I feel like that's the only way to get value out of them
Well, you
is
can't be in base contact. Like that's the problem. Like vehicles cannot be in melee, but if you're in base contact, that spotter uplink doesn't
but that
trip.
but that's like a win for you, right? If your opponent's gonna go into base contact with you, that means that they're not get taking an aim, and so that's a win if they do that. And then now you can if they don't focus the suit bikes, then you could do your overrun attacks, right? So
I've played against food bikes a few times. They're not hard to take down.
no, they're not hard to take down. Suit bikes are just like any speeder bikes in that you want to last first, right? But it's all about piloting when it comes to lists like these.
Eh. Maybe that's why he has Strike and Fade, so he can do the overrun, do the attack, and then get out of range to make the spotter uplink work. I don't know. Because I was really high on spotter uplink. I was like, cool, I'll put it on my vehicle, and then if they get into melee, well, it doesn't matter. But the rules for him was like base contact, no spotter uplink. I'm like, that's stupid.
Yeah.
No Jyn Erso in these lists.
Well, maybe in the rest of the tournament there might have
Hold
been.
up. But Brian could probably put Jin Urso in his list and then win it, and then you'd be like, Jin made
No,
top
no.
one.
Brian's list specifically excludes Jyn Erso because it's bad. His list would not include Jyn Erso.
I feel like
uh,
you could put Jin in a triple sleeper cell and be fine.
I just think we just have to come to the conclusion that she's not great. She's not great at all.
Yeah.
She's not even annoying anymore. She's just like, oh, cool.
Sad.
You just ran into my guy. No big deal. Um, CIS, interesting list. I kind of dig it. It's 13 act. It's running Kraken went into the fray. So he wants his Kraken to be in the fray, right? Kalani, improvise order, lead by example.
I love it.
Running Sunfac with Seize Initiative. Three
Gross.
naked B1s. The one Geonosian Warrior with the Super Squad. Sorry, and then another Geonosian Warrior with the Sonic Cannon. True Dorticas. Then he's got one Crab with engagement protocols and heavy laser cannon. Mistake. I'm telling you right now.
No, it's not.
Uh,
An Aqua Droids, right?
Aqua Droids with the heavy. And then a Persuader tank with defensive protocol, onboards comm, hider shield, and a door gunner. So I stand corrected.
Oh
People
yeah,
are
there's another one.
using, are
Yeah,
using these
another
new
one.
upgrades.
It's a free attack, right?
It is well, yeah, I guess so. At the end of your activation, it's
Yeah,
a free
or
attack.
you
Yeah,
add it, or you can add it right to your other one, right?
Arsenal, yeah.
Yeah.
I would just
Uh,
use it as a free attack.
maybe.
Yeah, it
But
just depends on your arcs, right? What's in the arc?
yeah,
Well, the arc is not hard to get with the snail.
Yeah.
the both Gar players, interesting enough, both brought Moff Gideon. One looks to
You
be
mean
a
Empire?
what did I say, Gar?
Yeah,
Gar.
cigar.
Man, I'm all over the place today. Yeah, Empire. The one of them looks to be Imperial Remnant, and then the other one looks to just have Krennic and Moff Gideon with two lats, Imperial Dark Troopers, and six Stormtrooper squads with
Yeah.
Imperial March. That's just
Gah.
awesome.
Well, there's
That
more.
would
There's
have
more upgrades then. There's more new
that
upgrades.
would have
Yeah,
been a
yeah, you're
lot
right.
better had they had black melee.
You don't need it now. You got Imperial March. You just get in there and you got hold the line. Like, man,
No, but I'm
I really
saying
like this list.
they're throwing white and melee.
No,
Like that
the
sucks.
riots. The riots.
The Rides
Oh,
are
he
throwing
said
black.
you
No, the
said
riots.
storms.
The riots. The riot squad.
Oh, six riots.
Six riot squads
I
with a security droid.
Yeah.
Okay, you said storms.
Oh, my bad. I meant to say
Yeah.
Stormtrooper riot squads.
Riots. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So he's
Because my
spamming
whole
six riots.
my whole thing was like the new upgrades they've had in the works for a while. So when they nerfed the elbows to the stormtroopers, I literally one of our casts I said the reason that they gave the stormtroopers white melee is because they knew Imperial March was like in the works, and you wouldn't want a 44-point unit with black dice elbows like Imperial March and then throwing the people's elbow.
Honestly, I really dig the list because he's probably transporting two lats. Sorry, she's probably transporting two riot squads,
Riots.
and
Yeah.
just
He would have to. He would
yeah.
have to.
So that looks fun. And then the last Gar one is actually running Yoda, clone Captain Rex, one clone infantry that's like decked out with Ahsoka Tano, the shotgun, and then the super squad, prepare supplies and impact grenade, and then two naked clones, ARC Trooper with the medic and into the fray, a Wookiee warrior with the battle shield into the fray, two Radagast, and then a Lat with the high energy shields armor piercing.
Yoda's getting a lot of play now that he dropped another 20 points.
Yeah, yeah. I think he's pretty decent now. Like, I mean,
Well, he's cheap
mm,
for what he does. I mean, for what he used to be, right?
yeah, yeah. I know they took away a lot of his shenanigan plays, but I mean, he's still pretty decent, pretty strong.
Yeah.
What's his guidance again?
A non-attack action.
I think it's
So
anything.
move
Yeah,
as long as
Yeah.
you're not okay.
Yeah, it's just anything, but just can't be an attack,
yeah,
right?
correct. Yeah, you can take anything, standby, dodge, aim, whatever. Recover action. So out of all these top eights, Jose, which list do you like the most?
I like
Because
just because I'm a man, just
Go
because
ahead.
I'm a man of the people, and you're just a disbeliever. I love the crab, the
Oh my
CIS is the
God,
crab.
you're going for an underdog. That's just
As a matter of fact, in the Baker Boy Discord, James put anyone play against or play with crabs and aquas. Zach said if you got them, play them. They are really good and they look fun to play. I said aquas and crabs are so good and fun.
question. Have you played Krebs?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, why when they dropped, I played aquas and crabs. It was
They're-
my Dooku
the-
Asajj.
You're
It was
correct
Dooku.
in that they're fun.
No,
Okay.
they're good.
I don't know about good.
It was my list when they came out was Dooku, loaded out, Asajj loaded out, two crabs with the long impact gun, two aquas with the heavy and HQ, and then B1 filler. And dude, they're so good.
All right, Nick.
So
Nick,
good.
what about you? What list do you like the most out of this?
I can tell you which list I hate. I hate the most.
Okay, you can tell us what you hate the most, but you still got to give me your favorite.
I don't know if I have a favorite.
You don't like any of them?
I don't really like any of them. I guess if I had to pick, I would pick Ryan's list because he took Din with Grogu.
Yeah.
So I appreciate a Din with Grogu.
Which list did you not like?
All right. So I'll say it with first saying, obviously, congratulations, Brian, because you won
Yep.
and you're a great player. And, this list, I'm sure, is amazing. and you probably piloted it, wonderfully to, obviously to win this tournament, and you've won many tournaments before, I think. This list is everything I hate about
Because there's
Legion.
no heroes.
This list
There's
is
no heroes.
this list is everything I hate about Legion. This list makes me sick. I hate it so much. I
Darth
hate this
Nicholas
list so
has
much.
arrived.
I hate it.
Which is a scary thought because I think we're both assuming and probably correct. The reason why you hate it because there's no heroes, correct?
There's no heroes, and it's a rebel list with no heroes, and it's just spam. It's just the same unit spammed over and over.
It's a bunch of dudes that steamrolled other characters.
And I get it. It's how you win. I get it. And it's smart and it works, but I just hate it.
Brian, if you really want to make Nick hate it, add double squads to the list too.
Yeah, there you go. That would make me hate it even more.
A double rebel trooper squad.
You know what scares me? I think Nick is like on a very, very thin line of just stop playing Legion. Because what you see right here, Nick, you're going to see everybody do once the custom commanders and operative comes out. Like, buy heroes, here comes the custom commanders.
I guess we'll see. Right? I guess it depends on how competitively they point cost them, right?
Yeah.
Because if they're point costed like Jyn, then no. Sure. But if they're point costed like Padme, then yes.
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting because like I have a funny feeling that's where the custom stuff's gonna put the meta, and that no one's gonna take any heroes. It's just spam everything, and have your commander just buff that spam list. Before we finish talking about the tournament, I got some pop quizzes for you guys. What do you think the most taken upgrade was in this tournament?
Ooh, do I get to look?
Specifically the finals. No, you can't look.
Oh, dang. I don't get to look, huh?
Yeah, specifically the finals because I don't have the heats up right now.
All right. Upgrade.
Jose, you got a guess?
I'm stuck between two, but it's only because a mass was taken in one list. It's got to be...
Yeah, give me one. Just one.
Strike and Fade.
Okay. Nick, you reach your conclusion?
Improvise orders.
Did you look?
I didn't look.
Okay, Nick is right. Improvise order is the top upgrade. All right.
I bet that's probably the top most of the time.
Oh,
up there.
I put it in
probably.
I put in every list I get now, and I'm not ready.
Like CIS is the only list that you won't.
Doesn't need it.
Yeah. Okay. What was the top CIS unit that was taken?
B1s.
In this one, right? Probably.
Oh, you said top 8 only?
No. It's the final 16.
Top 16.
B1s.
Yeah.
I would guess B1s. Yeah.
You guys are both right. All right. Top rebel unit.
Oh, let's see. I would guess
Vets.
Nah, fleets.
Okay. Nick is right. It's Vets.
Fleets, really?
Yeah, everyone's taking fleets now. Everyone's taking fleets.
They do a lot of work. They do some good damage. Okay. Top Shadow Collective unit.
Pikes, apparently.
Pikes. Want to know that interesting stat real quick about Pikes? Since the change, now again, small sample size, very small, and even an even smaller sample size of games because no one plays Shadow Collective, their win percentage is going up.
Sure. Yeah. I think so too.
Wait, Shadow Collective's win percentage or just the
Shadow Collective?
Let's have Pike.
I think
just Shadow Collective.
I think it's because of the new upgrades and the buffs they got.
Yeah, maybe.
All right. Top Empire one.
Empire upgrade?
Oh, sorry.
Or unit?
Yeah. Top Empire unit.
Oh,
I'm gonna say Riots.
Yep, you guys are both right.
Because that list had 6 of them.
6 of them.
And that one list had 6. I'm guessing some other list had them as well.
Unfortunately, I don't know the GAR because I'm not a subscriber, so I don't know. I can't see the other 55 more units. But what was the top command card taken?
Standing orders.
Oh, well outside standing
outside of standing orders.
No, you can't take that from me.
Outside, that's a no-brainer.
Oh, It
For
was
faction or just in general?
probably some CIS card they don't know what it's called. What's the one that like lets them do the reinforce thing?
Oh,
Don't
Kalani's three pit.
yeah, don't
Yeah,
underestimate
that's my
armies.
guess.
What about you, Jose?
I'm sticking with standing order.
You gotta pick a different one. We all know standing
Oh
order.
man. I'm gonna say it's a Rebels, and I'm gonna say it is. Oh, it's gonna be a generic one. So I'm gonna say it's the Rebel one that gives them dodges. That's
Uh,
like coordinated fire but dodges.
Covering
Nick,
fire.
Nick would be right. It is do not underestimate Armenians.
Hey, I
There you
look
go.
for a guy that doesn't know his stuff. I know my stuff.
No one says you don't know your stuff. I,
You just don't like to play the stuff you know.
yeah, it's like we already know you're a good player. You just don't want to play good things. So that's why we need to find a bet for you to lose. um, then okay, obviously we know the top condition card is Advanced Intel. What's the top deployment card?
Mm,
You mean the red card?
you mean
Mission
the
objective?
primary?
Yeah, primary.
Ooh, intercept. The one with the
Yeah,
three, right?
That's close to
that
pocket.
that's close pocket.
Close
Yeah.
pocket. It's
Uh,
intercept.
I'll say breakthrough.
You
I
both are
don't know.
wrong. Is bunker assault, recover the research, and shifting priorities.
Bunker Soldier.
Yeah, they all tied for the top. And then secondary, what's the top one?
Surface scan.
Okay,
Mark targets.
sweep and clear.
Clear.
Sweep and clear.
Because it's the easiest.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's the easiest.
You just
Uh,
have to kill something to score. That's pretty easy.
sure, but it's the way to
You,
get more points and in the game a lot sooner. Because
yeah,
you could,
well, yeah, but it's what I'm saying is like it's out of all the different ways to score in your secondary, it's the most like brain off. Like you had to remind me I was getting sweep and clear at one point, and I'm just like, oh yeah.
I don't think it's the most brain off because people are really trying to get the 2 points from being in the enemy territory. I know that's how I lost in the last LVO, and I feel like if you could pull that off, it kind of like seals the win for you because it's so hard to do that I think people are tailoring their list to be able
Well,
to
no,
do that.
when I mean brain off, I mean like the function is kill something in a territory. You're gonna, that's brain. That's what I mean by brain
Sure,
off.
sure.
Like surface scan, you have to like when your unit ends within two, like you get your point. But to me, it's like at VetFest, I whiffed on that twice because I went with the unit. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna sit here for a little bit, and then my opponent's like, okay, so you don't score. I'm like, what? Like it's you have to think like, when am I gonna go with this unit? With this unit, can I get where I need to be to score this? Other things like the stupid one where you have like scanners or whatnot. Like my brain is like mush when I play that. Like I think I played that twice. I'm like, I'm never playing this in my list ever again. And if it shows up, I don't care if it's at my detriment. I'm vetoing it. But there's just some of them like that. It's just brain off. Like you don't really gotta think. And I think like not Mark Targets. The sweep and clear. It's like killing an enemy territory, killing an uncontested territory, killing in a contested territory. Like it's very straightforward. The hardest part is remembering to get your mark target because, like you saw mine in John's game, you had to remind me twice. That's two
Sure.
points I would have left on the table because I'm not thinking about it. When it's so simple as I killed something, I should have did it. But I'm just saying, like it's compared to the other ones, like it's just kill something.
I don't disagree with you. I think out of all of the secondary objective, sweep and clear, you're right, is the least that you have to think about, right? Because it's just, oh, did I kill something? Cool. What can I mark off? Everything else you have to keep track of in some form or fashion. They it kind of yeah harder to think
Like
about.
the panic one's probably the next almost turn your brain off.
Sure, sure. Um, but that's all we got for the Gen Con. Jose, you got some rule questions for us?
Yeah, so when we were struggling to find content, I decided to pull up some rules questions because it had been a while since we did rules questions, and a lot of the fun new stuff dropped. So I was like, oh, there might be something in there for me to grab, and grab I did. So let's go ahead and pull that up. Boom. Okay. So this is Pivot and Strike and Fade. This is by Lucas Nelman. He says, "Can you perform a pivot using Strike and Fade?"
Can you pivot using Strike Fade? Yes.
Yeah, I would say yes.
Well, hold on a minute. Strike Fade is only beyond. Can you put them on
It's
ground
after
vehicles?
you. It's after you attack. Strike and Fade
Oh
is
wait, no.
repulsor only.
Oh, that's right. Proposal only. Oh,
Yeah.
well
So no.
then no, yeah,
Yeah.
because
No.
you don't get the free pivot. Yeah,
Right.
so
Yeah.
no,
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think repulsor vehicles can pivot.
I don't
they
think. I
they
don't
they
think
can't.
he just. He can't. They can't pivot at all.
Well, no, they don't get the free pivot when you
Yeah, he
move.
didn't say free
Yeah.
pivot. He just said, "Can he perform a pivot
Oh,
using
so you
Strike?"
mean just
No,
instead of doing a move, you just pivot?
The question is, can you perform a pivot using Strike and Fade?
instead of doing a move. I would say yes, it's a move action. You can pivot instead of moving. Yeah, I would say yeah.
Hold on. I'm gonna read this real quick. After
Because
doing
strike
mixed
could,
attacks, you may choose. If you do this, you may. Yeah. Yeah. I would
yeah,
say yes too.
yeah, you could pivot. You could pivot as your
Move
move
action.
action.
So yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Seth says a unit makes a move action when using Strike and Fade. When performing this move action, they may make any type of move to which they're eligible, including a pivot.
Yeah.
So this next one kind of blew my mind. Wild. This is called Take That Clankers and Long Shot.
Good.
So Mandalori says, can a unit benefit from take that clankers, increasing their weapon range from 3 to 4, and then using long shot to increase it to 5?
I wouldn't. Oh, that is a good question. I'm
This
gonna.
is kind of relevant because the new core for Gar has long shot.
Yeah. I'm gonna say no, only for the purposes of Take That Clinker says you can't go past 4. Wait, let me read it to make sure
Yeah,
I'm right.
Tainted Clankers has a maximum of 4. Yep.
Yeah, yeah. So I want to say no.
Yeah.
Oh, so I might have to take back what I said because
Oh.
now we're looking at range 5 shots, boys, from
Oh,
the
you can.
Seth says yes. A unit gains the effect of take that clankers by taking an aim action during their activation to increase their range of their range weapons by 1 to the given maximum until the end of that activation. Then also use long shot
Okay.
uh weapon keyword to increase the range of eligible range weapon beyond that when prompted by an attack. So we might be getting range 5
Ooh.
alphas.
Wow, that seems. I'm already
Turn
thinking of
one to
lists. Yeah,
turn one, take that clankers with the
yeah,
new freaking long shot boys.
yeah.
And that's if you even need range 5, to be honest. I mean,
It's just the
Well,
fact you can do it.
yeah.
sure, sure. I mean, that's you got to be really good at predicting where your opponent's gonna put the units at because if you got to, I'm assuming you're gonna pair position in, and
Yeah.
then yeah,
And that's what I was thinking. That's what I was saying. You probably don't need the range 5 because you have the prepared
But but
positions.
but if you're planning to take that clankers turn one and you don't want to do the prepare position, they can still get a pretty good nasty
Yeah.
shot off.
well, no,
Yeah.
because they can't take an aim.
Yeah, 'cause you have to
Oh
move. You have
yeah,
to
you're
move.
right.
Yeah. So
Dang it. Well, I think I thought it was
Yeah.
cool. Screw you
yeah,
guys.
that's. I
Oh no,
mean,
it still
no,
works.
yeah,
Still
no one
works.
says it's not cool. It's
No,
just
I know.
viable.
I think it still works. I think you'll probably still be okay with the range 4, most likely.
Yeah,
But
because
I want the 5, Nick. I
that's
want that
already
commander that's staying on the edge of the board.
you're already shooting at 5.5 range when you pair position in. If you prepare position all the way up, and the board's only 6, so you really don't need to go 5.
Well,
Yeah.
couldn't you cross and go diagonal like
Yeah,
on
you
some
could.
of the
Sure,
deployment?
Maybe.
sure,
Maybe.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Some of those shots, like, so what I've learned is like a lot of those, when people say like a turn one cross map shot, it's like from one flat end to the other. But like I rarely see shots taken from the right corner to the opposite left corner, and this kind of allows you to do that if you do it.
Sure.
Whether those guys that take that shot survive after that's kind of pissing in the wind. But either way, I thought that was kind of nuts because I was with DJ. I was like, no, the max range is 4, but it's like a separate keyword.
Yeah. That's extending it, which is interesting.
Yeah, that's cool. All right, so this one is guidance and withdrawal. I like this because, as you guys know, I'm not a big guidance player. The one unit I play that has guidance, that has guidance that isn't a faction I play a lot is Yoda, and I don't even have him built. So my guidance knowledge is very, very bad, and I haven't even played Lando. I bought him, paid him, never played him. So guidance is like Alien World to me.
Mm.
Um, but this is by Firefly 00989. He says, can Yoda's guidance ability move an engaged friendly unit out of melee?
No, because you can only withdraw during your activation.
I'm gonna be controversial and say yes.
Yeah, it's a no. Unit granted a move action using guidance may not use that move to withdraw.
Did it say why?
May only withdraw during its activation.
There you
Yeah.
go. There you go.
And so I would assume it would work with like a disengage. Is there anything in guard that has a disengage?
No, but Lando and Luke doesn't work because Lando only has guidance core. So yeah, probably it doesn't even exist. I don't even
Doesn't
think
exist.
now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we know what Savage is going to be doing.
Well, I mean,
Uh,
technically, vehicles can withdraw air quotes. Doesn't
I mean,
count
they
as
don't withdraw though. They're not
Yeah,
engaged. They're not
that's valid.
engaged. Yeah.
Well, they're
They're in melee, but they're not
melee. Yeah,
engaged.
correct. Yeah.
You know what I wonder? I will, and this is just a thing because like we're getting into the I feel like we're entering the Warhammer era where we're getting the heroes on the vehicles. So what I'm wondering is if the Grievous bike, because the Luke on the Tauntaun is obviously going to have a melee profile because it can get into melee, and it's going to have shenanigans where it can bounce out like the regular Tauntauns. I'm wondering because we haven't seen nothing about it if the Grievous on a bike will have a melee profile where if it's base contact with a trooper, it's a melee thing where the trooper can't leave, but the bike would have a keyword like disengage where it can just drive off.
Well,
Probably not.
No?
No, I mean, could be wrong. You never know, but I highly doubt that they'll break that rule that vehicles don't engage.
Well, I just don't see Grievous bike having a breakpoint because it's a hero.
oh, it's
I
gonna
think-
have a breakpoint.
I think it
Again,
will, just like Chewie
yeah.
does.
Yep.
Just like Chewie has a breakpoint.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that.
And like I could see Grievous having overrun, and then just like an ATST or ATRT has a melee profile.
Yeah,
if you're
he'll have a
melee.
melee attack. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, just like consider like keywords like this unit's engaged melee, but like it would have like disengage as well. I don't know. I'm just trying to think outside the box. I want that. My thing is, I love the mounted troopers like Luke on a Tauntaun, Grievous on a speeder bike or on a wheel bike, the Magnas on a wheel bike. Man, I hope one day we'll get Obi on an iguana. Like
I'm sure.
I love that idea of those things, but because they're heroes, I don't mind them breaking some rules or having special rules like how I just said, like Grievous being in melee with his wheel bike and the responding melee unit can't
Well,
move or leave
the Tauntaun, the Luke and Han will be more like
because it's a Tauntaun.
because it's a
Yeah.
creature. Yeah, so they'll be more like a trooper.
Well, but Luke's gonna have a lightsaber on the Tauntaun. It's already gonna be unfair.
I don't
It's
know.
gonna have Arsenal with the
we ju-
Tauntaun headbutt and
We
Luke's
we just
lightsaber.
saw the model at Gen Con that Luke is not holding a lightsaber.
Yeah, but it's gonna have multi poses.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna have an option, but
I'm pretty sure if that Luke could be holding a lightsaber, we would have seen him holding a lightsaber.
No, because I want you to be
don't put
surprised.
that in the universe.
Headbutt was it?
you-
What do they have? Ram. It'll be Ram, and then the Tauntaun melee with Luke's melee and Arsenal. Oof.
Yeah, no, Luke Tauntaun won't have a lightsaber on it.
Ooh, is that our bet?
Oh. Another bet.
Is that our bet right there? That you're saying that Luke won't have a lightsaber profile.
Yeah, he won't have a lightsaber profile.
Okay,
I don't
I'll
see
ta-
how he does it.
I'll take the bet that he's gonna have a lightsaber.
It's
profile.
with them. It's
Okay.
with them in the movie.
Okay.
Like when he gets hit by the Wampa, he has it on his.
So-
I like how
Tauntaun.
Jared gets so excited.
I just want one of us to play one of each other's lists. All right, so after Luke on the Tauntaun's profile gets revealed, if I'm right I'll make you a list. If you're right, you'll make my list. We'll play at the
Okay.
next tournament.
Okay.
Oh
Um,
God, what did I do?
Coming soon in 2026.
yeah, so far away.
All right,
You
next
know what?
one.
What? Before you move on, I am hyped
Uh-huh.
that this paves the way to have Obi-Wan and Dirge on speeder bikes with the IG-88s. I think they're IG-88s, and then Dirge being in the game. I can see that now that they're coming out with people on
I
vehicles.
want Boba on a speeder bike with this.
Oh, like a motorcycle? That'd be cool.
Yeah, like in the Boba Fett show.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right. Couple more. Few more. I hate when they're like, "Oh, you said a couple." I have some. Strike and Fade plus Overrun. This one I thought was kind of weird. It's by Dandy. He says, "Can I trigger Strike and Fade with an Overrun attack since it's not an attack action?" I guess it's a no, but I just want to be sure.
Correct. You can't because it's not an attack action.
And you already spoiled this for me, Jose, so
Yeah, so you can't.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Imperial March and Climb. This is by Kablooey Kablam. He says, if a unit with Imperial March performs a climb as a second move action, will the climb use the Speed 1 tool or the Speed 2 tool?
Oh,
Speed one. Speed
Yeah.
one. It's always speed one,
Yeah,
no matter what.
yep. Which is lame.
Yeah, you guys are right. I just like I said, these are questions for new players as
Yeah.
well.
Sure.
But Seth breaks it down. He says Imperial March upgrade card will not increase the speed of a climb. This will be made more clear. This will be soon in a future update. I love that.
Well,
I'm gonna put that on a T-shirt. I'm gonna just put that on a T-shirt and
Yeah.
I'm gonna wear it.
it's kind of silly
Will
to
be
even say
made
that.
clear.
It's kind of silly to say that because the reason why, is because climb doesn't say reduce your speed.
Mm.
Climb
just
says
says,
use a speed one tool,
Yep.
right? So that's why it's always that.
Yep.
All right, this one broke my heart. JR says it's not worth it. JR already knows the answer, but I am a clairvoyance believer. Clairvoyance and deflect wounds. So, this is by Chubbs. He says, I understand that a unit with deflect will still get to use surge to block as part of clairvoyance. Convert surge's step, as discussed in this past forum post. So, it's an old post saying you could. My question is, does the attacker still take the wounds from deflect if a surge is rolled? The deflect states that the attacker suffers wounds during the convert surges step. Sorry, burped. The modified defense dice step, where this upgrade is spent, takes place after convert defense surges step, which, from my understanding, means that the window for suffering wounds from deflect have passed. So what he's saying, Nick, is you attack me, I roll terribly. But clairvoyance. I roll 8 surges. Do you still suffer the deflect damage from those 8 surges?
Well, if I heard you correctly, no, because you look at the surges during the different steps. So you would have had to roll surge in that earlier step.
Yeah, so Seth says the attacking unit will suffer wounds from deflect as it's given timing during the
Yeah.
convert surges for step. If there are one or more defensive surge results in the pool at this time, the attacker will suffer a wound. Surge results generated in a later step, such as during the modified defense dice using clairvoyance, will not cause wounds as a result of deflect as the timing has passed. So when I told JR about this, like he was like, there's no point in taking it. I get where he's coming from, but I still like
Well,
I'm
no.
I'm a guy who has bad luck with red defensive dice. So if I roll 0 of 6 and my force unit's gonna die, I don't care if I get deflect or not. I'm re-rolling these dice for a chance to live, God damn it.
Yeah, that's the one reason to take clairvoyance. And you could say be a better player, don't let this happen, but the one reason the one reason to take the one reason to take clairvoyance. No, I'm saying that just in general, but I sometimes I hear that. The one reason to take it is we've all made that roll where your Jedi dies, where you roll 4 blanks.
Yep.
So you take it so you can re-roll, and maybe you don't roll 4 blanks and your Jedi lives. And like that will feel good when that happens, right? And it only has to happen once and it's gonna feel good. So I mean,
Or
if you're not filling the force slot and you've made your list, and then I guess that's the rare part. Your 4 slot not being filled, right? Usually they're filled. But if you really haven't filled it and you made your list and you got 10 points left, yeah, take it.
I think it's
Why
gonna
not?
be one of those things where it's like the Ambam rifle for Roman. He's gonna have a bad roll with Vader, and he's like, "All right, I'm gonna use this upgrade I just put on here." Throws 6 blanks again. He's like,
Get another blank.
"Never doing this again."
Now, help my brain here a little bit. It's not connecting the dots, but to go off what you were just talking about, Seth said no, you want to deflect the wound back, correct?
On the second section,
On the
yes,
second section.
because the window passed.
Now
Well,
you still can deflect a wound, you just have to roll the surge in the right timing.
but it all happens during the modify defense dice step.
No,
No, clairvoyance is after.
after clairvoyance is
Okay,
after.
I'm gonna read it, and you guys tell me it's after.
Are you wondering? So hold on, the question I'm wondering, I think you're picking up on is, you roll, you have the bad roll, but you have a surge. Are you going getting at? Would you get the deflect wound from that before you do clairvoyance?
Well, no, because clairvoyance happens at the start of the modified defense test. It says when this unit attacks or defends, it may discard this card at the start of the modify attack dice or modify defense dice step. If it does, it rerolls all its attacks or defense dice, then change any of its surges results to result indicated on its unit's card. It may not modify the attack or defense roll further. So this is all happening during the modified defense step.
That's not the way it sounds, though. So the way he explains it again is the attacking unit will suffer wounds from deflect as its given timing. The given timing is during the convert surges step. If there are one or more defense surge results in the pool at this time, the attacker will suffer a wound. That's what I'm saying. Like, if I have a bad roll, but I still have a surge, would they still take the wound, even though I'm going to roll
So
clairvoyance?
just so I
Yeah,
understand, go ahead.
I'm pretty sure the convert surge step is before
And yeah,
this step.
and that's what I'm getting to. The next, he then separates that, what I just read, he separates that. And then the next sentence is surge results generated in the later steps, such as during modified dice while using clairvoyance. So I guess clairvoyance is a separate modification.
Well,
Is the split.
clairvoyance is during the right before the modified dice step, which is after the surge step.
No, this is happening during the start of the modified dice.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Which is still after the surge step, which is when deflect happens.
The convert stuff.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it goes convert, then modify.
I believe we could double check the rule book, but I'm pretty sure that's correct, right?
Well, that's my question. Like he makes.
I'm gonna assume you guys are correct on that. I can look it up and we'll go over it.
No, it's a
Okay.
good conversation. No, so my thing is the way it makes it sound to me is like if you get that surge, you would still get the deflect wound and then you would then do clairvoyance.
Yeah, no, that's what I would say too. If you roll a surge during this to convert
During the
surge
bad
step,
roll.
during the bad roll, you will do wound. You can still do clairvoyance. You just wouldn't do opposite, not roll surge and roll surge later. That wouldn't do wound. But if you roll a surge, do a wound, do clairvoyance, you change your dice, and then
Oh, then this
proceed.
card this card is still kind of a lock for Ahsoka then.
Well, I mean, again, the reason why you're rolling it is because you got blanks.
Oh, no.
True. You still
or
might have
just
rolled one surge though.
Oh,
Maybe
sure.
maybe rolled
And,
one surge.
and I do agree with Nick on
It's not
that
even just
because
blank. Sometimes it's not blank. Sometimes you're on 3 health and you didn't blank out the whole roll. You just blanked out enough to die.
that's why I agree with both of you guys because the same rule applies to when you roll dice and you got a hit, but you're trying to fish for a crit, so you re-roll it, and you got 2 blanks. You still got the hit, so it still gives them a suppression.
Okay. Yeah. No. I was just wondering, like the way I got kind of scared because, like, I'm like, okay, so if I get the deflect, okay, I would then not get the wound because I'm gonna re-roll for clairvoyance. Like that kind of sucks. But I guess it saves you from double tapping because then realistically, right? You roll the bad wound, like I have 5 wounds left. Jar, I roll. Jar hits me with the full bolt from Vader. I block 1 with the surge, so I'm gonna die. So Vader would take that wound. I'm not saying I know Vader's immune. It's just easy math. Vader would take that wound, and then I would do clairvoyance, and then if I rolled surges again, the way he explains it would stop Vader from taking another second wound on the second defensive roll. is like why it sounds like that timing is the way it is. Does that make sense?
That makes sense. I get what you're saying, but I don't think you could double tap in that sense too.
I'm just saying, I think that's what it, because if that wasn't there, if the clairvoyance did count, then you would wound before you did clairvoyance, and then you roll clairvoyance and then deflect again. If that was the case, like
But
that'd
yeah,
be wild.
I think that it's still in procs one time because
Mhm.
it's during the same general steps, right? But I did pull
Oh,
up the
okay.
steps to clarify. So this is
Uh-huh.
how it goes. I'm gonna jump all the way to 6 because there's 11 bullet points for when you attack. 6 is modify attack dice. Then you got 7. You roll your defense dice. Then A, roll dice. B, reroll dice. C, convert defense surges. Then 8, modify defense dice. So that's so yeah, you're right in the sense that the conversion defense surge starts in 7, then 8 is when you modify defense dice.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
That's good. Good to know.
Okay.
That is the questions that I have.
Well, GG boys, GG. Great questions, Jose. One thing I did forgot to mention at the beginning of this podcast is that, and if you're still here, August 17th, the Bakerfield boys are having a tournament. I think there's going to be 4 of us going to that
The
tournament.
lads are invading Bakersfield. We're even smuggling Dallin across the state lines.
Yes, we are. So that's going to be happening on August 16th. I believe it starts at 9 a.m. And then if you guys can make it, that'd be great. We'd love to see you guys there. We're going to be there. So come up and say hi to us if you're in the Bakersfield area and any surrounding cities. And yeah,
Bring your
totally.
tournament lists if you go because we're practicing for LVO.
I'm not bringing my tournament list to LVO because I don't want to torture the guys. I got
Everybody's
enough.
teching against you. Didn't you see the
Hey,
chat?
that's their fault because I already tortured them enough. I know how to play the list. It's not going to be fun to beat people with it. So if you're teching against it, that's on you guys. All right, boys. Thank you guys for joining me. And those that are still here, John, we see you. Thank you guys for listening. Any last words, Jose?
Oh, we used to have a grand army. Let's get this Gungan train rolling.
You just keep resetting the clock, my man. We're never gonna get it.
Uh,
Nick, any last words?
Soon we'll finally have official silhouettes.
Yeah. Watch them be smaller than everyone else. All right. Anyways, thank you guys again for joining us. We'll see you guys next time. Later.
See ya.